welcome to this video where we're going to learn all about hybrid picking or chicken picking depending on what part of the world you're from. This is a technique that's really common in country and blues as well as other genres. And basically what it is using a combination of a pick as well as our fingers and our picking hand to play specific combinations of strings. So that's why it gets called hybrid picking, because it's a hybrid between regular flat picking and finger picking. So in this video, I've got two exercises for you to practice to help get good at this technique. The first exercise is going to use just our pick and one finger to help us really get comfortable with it. And then after we've done that, we're going to progress up a little bit and we're going to start using our pick and two fingers. So let's take a wee look at what the actual technique involves, and then we'll get into learning both of these exercises. So before we take a look at the exercises, I just wanted to go over a couple of technique points when it comes to hybrid picking. Really quickly, if we're using our pick, we just use it like we normally would. I'm just playing the G string just now, but don't worry about what strings I'm actually playing, that's not really important. So we use our pick the way we normally do, that's fine. When we're using our fingers, I'm just going to use my second finger as an example just now on the B string. We'll want to get our finger underneath the string, and we want to kind of bring our finger towards our palm. Don't be afraid to pop the string a bit. You can play it quite hard, that's how we get that kind of country twang when we're playing stuff. And it'll be the same if we're using our third finger. I'm just going to use that on the high E string just now. Get our finger underneath the string, bring our finger towards our palm. Watch out and make sure that we don't ever rest our pinky on the body of the guitar. We want to keep our hand totally floating. That way we're going to get a lot more freedom and we're not going to get tied down. So we keep our pinky anchored to the body of the guitar, we're going to end up limiting ourselves and it's going to stop us from being able to progress and do some more advanced stuff. So take some time and just get comfortable using your fingers and playing some open strings. Just get used to the idea of actually using your fingers and your pick together, and then once you're happy with the idea of using them together, let's take a wee look at a couple of exercises. So to start off this exercise, we're going to put our third finger on the 4th fret of the high E string and our first finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And with our pick in hand, we're going to take our second finger and we're going to pluck the high E string with that finger. Then we're going to do a pull off to the open high E string, and then we're going to pluck the B string with our pick. And we're going to do that little pattern of 3 notes twice. And to finish the phrase off, we're just going to pluck the high E string at the 4th fret one more time with our second finger. So the whole phrase will sound like. And we're going to play that phrase twice. For the next part of the exercise, we just need to move our fretting hand back 1 fret. So now our first finger's at the 2nd fret on the B string, and our third finger's on the 3rd fret of the high E string. And we're going to play the exact same pattern. After that, we just need to move our fretting hand back 1 fret again. We're going to do the exact same pattern. And then for the last bit of this exercise, we're going to move our second finger up to the 7th fret on the G string and our third finger onto the 7th fret of the high E string. I'm going to pluck the G string with our pick, and then the high E string with our second finger. Then we're going to move our fretting hand back 2 frets, so now we're at the 5th fret. We're going to do the same thing, pluck the G string with our pick, and the high E string with our second finger. Then in our fretting hand, we're going to move our second finger back to the 4th fret on the G string and put our first finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string. And Then we're going to do the same thing, play the G string with our pick, and the high E string with our second finger. So that full phrase will sound like. So now if I play the full exercise for you, it will sound like. For the second exercise, we're going to put our first finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and we're going to use either our pinky or our third finger, doesn't really matter. We're going to put that on the 9th fret of the B string. And with our pick in hand, we're going to play the G string with our pick, then the B string with our second finger, and then the high E string with our third finger. So altogether that'll be. And we're going to do that pattern 4 times. Then we're going to move our fret in hand back 1 fret, and our pick in hand is going to do the exact same pattern. Then our fret in hand is going to move back 1 fret again. Our pick in hand is going to do the same pattern. Then we're going to move our fret in hand back 1 more fret for the last time, and our pick in hand is going to do the same pattern. So take some time, practice both of those exercises, start trying to build up the speed so we can get them a bit faster, and then when you're comfortable with using your fingers and the pick and your pick in hand at the same time, we're going to go on, and I've got a little play along section for you now where we're going to go through those exercises with a little backing track. So the way it's going to work is we're going to do each exercise twice back to back. So we'll start off playing the first exercise, do that twice, then we'll go straight in at the second exercise, play that one twice as well. We're going to do it quite fast, so we're going to kind of push you here to get the speed up for this. So like I say, take some time yourself to get comfortable with it all, and then come back and we'll have a wee play along together. So thank you so much for watching as always. If you did enjoy the video, then please remember to give it a like, and you can also subscribe to my channel as I'm going to have new great lessons coming out every week. So until the next one, happy practicing.